I'm Ethan Owens from Fiasco Sports and SA Footballer Magazine, and today I'm joined by Trevor Quaini, chairman of the Flinders Park Footy Club in Division 3, and this is our weekly wrap. We'll just start by going through the results from the Division 3 from last week. Golden Grove took down Westminster by 30 points. Seaton Ramblers defeated Walkerville by 16. Portland defeated Mitcham by 24. Brighton Bombers defeated Smosh Westlakes by 104, and your boys at Flinders Park defeated Plimpton by 2 points. Close match, a very low-scoring affair actually. How did you feel the game played out?
It was a pretty difficult game. I think the conditions never helped us with our outside run and so forth. However, I think Plimpton really put a lot of pressure on us as far as defence, so that impacted on our style of game. So it was a really dour affair, and probably at the end of the day, we were probably lucky to get out of it with the 2 points, to be quite frank with you. So it was a really tough game all round.
You mentioned the conditions. Tell us what it was like out there yesterday.
Well, our oval is probably, those that have played on it in the past year or so, doesn't handle the wet that well, and it holds the water, and so the conditions were pretty, not muddy, but very sticky conditions. Yeah. So the free flow of the game was stalled a little bit by the conditions of the ground. Yeah, but everyone dug in really hard, but it was just a tough game, and ball skills were affected because of it.
So you played Plimpton in round 4. You defeated them by 46 points. Were you expecting it to be as close yesterday?
No, not really. We expected a hard game, to be honest with you, because Plimpton knocked off Brighton a few weeks ago, so we knew it wasn't going to be an easy game, and it turned out to be that as well. And if you have a look at the our B's and C grade, those games weren't as easy games as we've had in the past either. So Plimpton, I guess, have improved a little bit, and so we were expecting a tough game, and we got it. So as I say, we're lucky to get out of it with the 2 points at the end.
Who are your best players out there yesterday?
That's a good question. I'm just trying to think who they were. To be honest with you, I can't remember who they were. I'd have to look at the paper, but I can't remember who the best players were. So.
And previewing next week in the Division 3, I'll grab tips on these matches if you could. Brighton Bombers and Mitcham.
Oh, you'd have to go for Brighton. Yeah, they're the form side of the competition, and I guess they're the one. They're the I guess the benchmark for the rest of us, I guess.
Golden Grove will take on Seaton.
At Golden Grove, is it?
Yes.
I'd have to tip Golden Grove up there. They're pretty. I don't think they've lost a game there at this stage, but they're pretty hard to beat out there. Yep, Golden Grove.
Plimpton and Westminster.
Plimpton at home, definite winners there for sure.
Walkerville will take on Smosh Westlakes.
That's an interesting game. Both are struggling. I guess Walkerville at home. Yep.
Portland will take on your boys Flinders Park. I assume you'll back yourself. You did take them down by 29 points in round 5 when you played them.
Yep.
What are you expecting from Portland next week?
Same type of thing as we always get when we get down there. Tough game. Their crowd will really get vocal behind them, and I guess give them a bit of a boost. We're not expecting an easy game at all, so it'll be a tough game down there. But I think we should come away with the points.
And in the coming days, what are you guys expecting to do?
From a club perspective, so we've got a past players Vintage Reds, we call it Vintage Reds Day, coming up on the 22nd, which is against Brighton actually at home. So we've got a Sponsors Day and a past players event coming up on that day. Christmas in July, we're coming towards the end of July. We've got a Christmas in July event coming up, but we're starting to plan for end of year functions like our end of season ball, which we typically hold away from the club. Very good event. All the ladies get dressed up, so it's a bit of a really upmarket event for the club, and we've been running it for the last few years very successfully, and we're looking forward to another successful event around that as well as some junior activities as well. We have Super Sundays now for our juniors, so probably once a month we have all of our junior sides come in, and we just highlight the awards and the best players for the juniors as well as netball. We've got netball running at the club now, so 7 netball teams. So we've got the girls actively involved with the club as well, and we've just started off junior football this year. So a lot of activity around the club, and the club's getting a lot of use, and probably that's one of the reasons why the oval's probably getting churned up, is getting used 7 days a week these days. So yeah, a lot of things happening around the club.
Sounds like it's all happening at Flinders Park right now. Thanks, Trevor. I'm Ethan Owens from Fiasco Sports and SA Footballer Magazine. Today I was joined by Trevor Quaini, chairman of the Flinders Park Footy Club in Division 3, and that was our weekly wrap.